Peace, everyone. How you doing? Welcome to Israel Doctrines Google Hangout. I'm your host, Carl Lavin, and you have now entered into our Hangout. And today's topic is the image of black males in the conscious community. Now, I know we all watch the conscious community, you know, the black liberation arms of theology that exist in the conscious community, the garbs they wear in the conscious community, from the Moors with their fezzes and stuff, from the Nation of Islam with their bow ties and suit, from the Hebrew Israelites with their tribal gear, you know, RBGs with their red, black, and green flags, and a whole host of other, the Nuwabians with their headgear and, you know, their clothing and satire, whatever, you know, clothing, whatever. New Covenant, how they dress, when they in the, you know, black shirts and the, you know, little African thing going, polite with his little head thing and his people and stuff, you know. So, image of black men in the conscious community, right? There's a lot of different images out there, but at the same time, we find some people with the athletic wear on, I guess you would say, the baseball hats, the baseball shirts, you know, t-shirts or whatever, blue jeans, fancy shoes, mink coats, you know, blinged out and everything. All this is imagery, people. But at the same time, the way we talk to each other and the way we come off to the world is imagery also. So when you find brothers in a constant struggle with each other, and there's profanity within the, you know, intellectual world or whatever, there animosity and hateful words in the intellectual world of the conscious community, then you got to imagine how we look to people. Do we look any different than the people that we try to talk about on World Star Hip Hop? You know, some people aspire to be on World Star Hip Hop. They want them numbers. So they would do anything that it takes to get them World Star Hip Hop numbers by, you know, portraying themselves in a manner in which those that, you know, frequent or end up on World Star Hip Hop look like, you know. So, people, I'm just here to once again try to bring some light to the problems that's going on in our community. Hopefully in 2016 we could get better with the image that we portraying out there. You know, you find more and more people calling other blacks niggas, and some of them may be niggas, so it might be justified. But you know, it's a shame that we have to run across so many that almost the language we use sound like NWA tape, or, you know, Alex Haley's Roots. I remember when I first stayed up and watched it, I heard the word so much in there that it almost drove me crazy, laughing and stuff. Like, how could they use this word so much in this movie back to back like that? But it is what it is, people. So, like I said, we got some people that's, you know, coming into the community and all they know is like y'all some bitches and fuck y'all and all of this type of stuff. But they say they look up to the elders, you know. But never have I heard the elders in the generations before my generation. And my generation consists of from 60 to 38. You know what I'm saying? from 60 to 38. That's my generation. That's my family lineage. I got people, siblings, they're 60 and I'm 38. So that's how wide my generation spreads. Right. Never have I heard people in the generation before that one, when communicating with other black men and women in public, use the profanity and the craziness that goes on in this community. You know, you try to say, well, what's the image of a black family? Even with Brother Polite, you know what I'm saying? And the image that he brings out, the image that Nasi brings out, the image that other brothers bring out of their family, it damn near make you don't want to bring images out because people attack the black family. But they say it's supposed to be sacred. But you find, you know, certain people that want a name, they'll take your family pictures and put them out there bogusly, you know what I'm saying? And try to, you know, draw stuff on them or show them in a particular way to demean a brother's family. I'll put it like that. And it's like, why would you do that? This is what white supremacy has done to a lot of people in the community. You might as well get pictures of Barack and Michelle and make them look like monkeys and apes and stuff, seeing that some people believe that we do come from the chimpanzee, the ape, or with whatever one of them beings, one of them animals. But yeah, you might as well do that. You might as well say Serena Williams is a man and look like a man. Michelle Obama, y'all might as well get into that whole playing stuff, because you're no different than the white supremacists and the crazy people that do that. Try to destroy the image of blacks the same way they drew the cartoons with big lips and, you know, the black face and everything else. We have other, and I can't call them black, I gotta call them niggas, which I hate doing, but we have niggas that do that. You know, try to destroy the image of people's family. Now we got people running around, some look kind of sweet in their attire, the clothing they wearing and stuff. You know, even with that, is that an image that we should be putting out or trying to, you know, destroying the community? And if it's an image that we try to destroy in the community, it's not an image that you take and put out there on the forefront and push it and push it. You know what I'm saying? Recently, I've seen some brothers take videos and images of men dressing like women and, you know, twerking and stuff. And it's like, man, I wouldn't expect for so-called Israelite brothers or Moorish brothers or so-called RBGs or any so-called conscious person that participate in the conscious community to be posting no video up like that. You know, I don't want to see it on my news feed, number one, but then to see it come from the post of someone that shouldn't even be looking at it is very disturbing. Like, once again, why would you take this imagery and perpetuate it to the community like that? You know, once upon a time, there was a so-called down lower in the closet effect in our community, right? And you would be like, oh, it ain't even no homosexual people in the black community. Well, we know people that came out the closet and stuff, but still, do we want to get us a Bruce Jenner and put them on the front of every, you know, so-called conscious media outlet out there? Do you want to do that? Are y'all looking for someone to represent that in the community? The question been asked before, if homosexuals should be allowed to give lectures and participate in the conscious community. Everybody said no. But if you try to take an individual and make them that and show them in that light, you know what you're doing? You perpetuating that imagery in the community. Next thing you know, once again, as I say, y'all keep talking this, the black woman is God, and confusing the youngsters in the sense that they You know, if you say the black family is God, that'll be pretty good, right? If you say the black man only, okay, that's pretty bad. And if you say the black woman only, but then I don't say now one of them because I don't need to put that in my conversation. You know what I'm saying? Even though the Bible calls us all gods, the children of God, so on and so forth, that's just something I do not have to truly participate in, right? And if I did, it's about putting forth the godly attributes, similar to what they want to push with the woman being able to create a child, but she can't do it alone. It take the man and woman to create the black family, or the Trinity, as y'all like to call it and stuff out there in the Afro or the African centered perspective, right? So why perpetuate these images in our community, on our social networks? Why just get on there and be like, y'all some hating ass bitches and shit? You know what I'm saying? Why perpetuate this in the community? Everybody want to call people coons and stuff. You know, once again, people, this is white supremacy at its best. This is the system of racism at its best. People say, oh, I can't be racist because I don't have power to do this and that. As long as you live, you attain or you hold some power. You have free will. That is power in itself, because you can choose what you will or won't do, what you would live for and what you would die for. So never say you don't have power. You have the power of choice. And depending on how you use that and how many people that you collectively get with, your power grows, your voice grows. So I don't want to hear the excuse that we ain't powerful and we can't be racist or this, that, and the other. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not reverse racism that's going on. It's you being even racist to your own people. Classism is just another form of racism. Racism against your own kind. Prejudice against your own kind. Discriminating against your own kind, for as pigmentation is concerned. Other black or brown or yellow people discriminating, having prejudice against their own. So once again, image is everything. You know, if a person is hiding their hairline or doing something, that's because they don't want the public to see. If they hiding their waistline or something, it's because they don't want the public to see. Right? They trying to portray a certain image, and people want to try to bust them out on that. Like, because image is a lot. Some people say image is everything. Some, what's his name? The tennis player, not John McEnroe, the one that had the flashy colors, married the woman tennis player, Steffi Graf or something like that. I can't think of his name. Anyway, image, people. We are destroying the black image ourselves. As I spoke on the show I did earlier, when the RZA talking about just cleaning up some, people took offense to like what the brother said. But like I said, if you join the Nation of Islam, as they did back in the day, and I gave the example of Detroit Red, Malcolm X, L. Malik Shabazz, he changed his whole imagery from the cock hair and you know, the zit zoots and stuff and everything else to a regular black suit, brown, gray, or whatever, necktie, bow tie, glasses, you know, the more intellectual look. The Nation of Islam look. You know, the sisters, some of them look lovely with the hair covered covers and stuff. Just like the Israelite sisters, they got hair cover. They got certain clothes on. They not wearing revealing things and showing all their thighs and leg and, you know, stuff that people lust for. Even some of them had their feet. You know, some people got feet fetishes and stuff. So people, we got to be aware of the imagery that we even broadcast into the world. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to pose with guns and stuff, just don't do it like the thugs on the street. Yeah, actually go to the shooting range, put your gear on and make sure and show them that you know how to take a shot. Not just shoot, but take a shot. It's different than the terminology of shooting a gun and taking a shot. You know what I'm saying? It's different than the terminology. And the way people see you, like you turning the gun to the side and stuff, people understand by looking at you what it is you're talking about and what you're not. So let's become more uniform than what we do if we're an organization. We should be able to wear the same colors and do stuff. This separate us from other organizations and people. So if you're more, wear your Moorish gear. If you're an Israelite, wear your Israelite gear, your Hebrew Israelite gear. Wear your, you know what I'm saying, Nuwabian or whatever it is. But also watch how you talk and how you move, because that is also the imagery that the people looking at. You can't have, you know what I'm saying, brothers wearing certain garments, throwing up gang signs and stuff, and like, yeah, I'm still cripping and blooding and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Folks and Vice Lord and all of that, you know. Because when you find that, you hear brothers on the line and they be calling out gang code to each other and stuff. Once again, is this, we still gang banging on the streets and stuff? I thought we was intellectuals. For those that, I don't really claim to be an intellectual like that. I just claim to have some knowledge and I try at everything I do. But the more and more I look in the community, like I said, people perpetrating like they reporters. But what reporter you see, you know what I'm saying, come on and try to report the news, and they like, yeah, these motherfuckers been shooting today downtown or this. I was like, hold up, man. What type of conversation and stuff is that if you're supposed to be one disseminating information in the community? Yes, I use profanity. I have used profanity, and it's when I get mad and upset at the ones that's doing what they doing, because, you know, I have a little hypocrisy in me, just like everybody, you know. But I ain't gonna deny mine, and I ain't gonna give no excuse for it. My thing is always to try to help the next man get better, that he might be able to help me get better, a sister, you know. Because if we strive together, then we might be able to make it. But, you know, you ask brothers and sisters to stop doing what they doing. I got to give a shout out to Brother Unk. When I first met that brother, he was one of the wildest in the community. He didn't come down a lot. And I see younger, I was like, you old school, bro. You know what I'm saying? You in your 40s, you heading to your 50s, and you still out here clowning and cursing and acting crazy with us youngsters that don't even, some of us don't even want to do it. He calmed it down a whole lot. But I see, just like me, and the people can provoke their spirit to come back. When you done lived in it so long and stuff, it's not easy to give it up. And it can easily be provoked again. But I got to give props to that brother. And that's something that I was working on with him and trying to bring, you know, out of him. That's what we're supposed to be doing, provoking each other to good works. Everybody in this community nowadays, though, is provoking each other to like, nigga, I'm going to kill you when I see you. Matter of fact, I'm getting a ticket and coming your way looking for you. This should not be at all. You know, but at the same time, people, listen, I'm talking about this. Why you don't hear this nowhere else? Because they don't give a damn about it. They don't care about the image that they're portraying and pushing forth and popularizing in the community. You know, polite You know, I love a certain amount of this nigga shit. Nah. You one of the most in you got the greatest influence on a lot of these people out here. I'll go that way. You got the greatest influence on them. You know what I'm saying? And the things you say and the things you do, they try to emulate. You know what I'm saying? They want some of them, yes, they very envious and jealous that you got whatever money you got. They don't like that. Some don't like the fact you got your wives or whatever. You know, some don't like, you know, that you could turn on the nigga and the intellectual. You know what I'm saying? Some don't like that you that cool with Sarnetta that you can, the money influence that, you know, comes with that you could just run Sarnetta TV like that. Same way that other channels got their favorite dude that's either getting them money or whatever that they trying to market and promote, you know, like the UK Polite. Shout out to Khalil L and Titan TV. I heard Sarnetta saying when he was in Atlanta, you look like Sarnetta TV. But hey, it's all good. Because the thing is, what we doing is building a network here, people. We should be able to have a conglomerate, you know what I'm saying, where we can all come together and build a united media social community with these social networks and different things where I come on your show, you come over here. You know, that's what I did with B Dot last night. Shout out to the brother B Dot. Appreciate you know, you coming through, giving us that interview over there on Black Intelligence. You know what I'm saying? Because I hadn't seen the brother on the other platforms and stuff. I seen him on the battle scene and the battle rap community showing him love. But the man rep Nile Valley. How can he not be on these platforms in the Nile Valley? People big this man up and talk to him. You know what I'm saying? He gravitate towards that. That's a representative in the rap industry, whether if it's just the Battle League or he making albums for the Nile Valley people. Like a Jonathan Owens, you know. You don't hear about his rap that much and stuff because he in the lecture scene as well. As I was telling the brother last night, he, you know, he ought to get in the lecture scene and talk more because he seemed like a different type of Nile Valley African or whatever you want to say, comedic representative than others. He seemed a lot more humble and this and that. So it is what it is, people. But it's our image, people. It's the image. When you go to sit down and take a picture, do you go put on your worstest clothes to go out and do it? So yes, you know, I need to shape up and, you know, but see, this is not the image that I'm pushing that much and talking about. You know what I'm saying? Hairline leading and stuff. My daddy was a very bald man. Matter of fact, let me represent for my pops right quick. Put his picture up. He dead and gone. He resting in the concrete. Well, I mean not concrete, but in the dust. Back young. Away. But it is what it is, people. You know, we got to do better, man. You know, even with the Israelites, man, there's certain things that y'all shouldn't be out there just trying to teach. Righteousness is the number one thing you should be trying to preach and teach. Then, you know, receiving the award for being righteous or unrighteous should proceed after that. So, you know, this whole thing, we Israel and the world and judgment, and it lets you preach it to the people to turn away, not just Israel, but if you talking to the white man or the European man or the white Jew, the Ashkenazi or whoever, if you're not preaching repentance to them, what are you even talking to them for anyway? If you only sent to the lost sheep of Israel, then back up off of them and go to the lost sheep of Israel. You're not even doing your mission, and you provoking the other nations by talking crazy to them and tell them, yeah, we the ones. And even when we get in power, we're going to be raping your women and doing this and doing that. That's crazy. That's not the gospel. Show me anywhere where that's the gospel. It's not good news. Most Israelites don't accept it, that we're going to be killing people and raping people and doing all that. Nah. A good majority will say you crazy. So it's not good news to someone, like I said, like myself, and it's most definitely ain't good news to the other nations. So we got to watch what we saying and we doing out here, man. Y'all know Alex Jones is watching, right? You know COINTELPRO Gov is watching, right? So they're using this imagery, just like they do on the nightly news and stuff, to perpetuate that we are animals, that we are out of control, that we don't know how to reason with each other and talk intelligently with each other. You know, the same thing they said when they came over there and we was uncivilized in the jungles and stuff, and they had to bring us, you know, Christianity to civilize us and stuff. Well, they bring you drugs and meds and put you up in the mental hospital and even in the prison houses now to civilize you. So you gotta be like you gotta act like you civilized. You gotta act like, you know, you can be reasoned with and dealt with. Now outside of that, yes, we've been shot down in the streets, we've been killed, and everything else. And we need to do something about that. But it still goes a lot. It still has a lot to go with our image, how we portraying ourselves to the world and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? So that's pretty much my spiel again, people. The conscious community got to do better. You know what I'm saying? Represent people, wear your garbs, do this and do that. Portray a good image with that. You know, your cuts and how you groom yourself, brush your teeth, your hygiene, all of that, your nails and stuff. As Mr. Michael Elvis used to get my videos and doing stuff, your nails or whatever. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing, how the world look at us like that. But the way we act is imagery too, people. So for all y'all bigging up the, you know, the what's the name they used to call them? You got your Uncle Toms, you got your Coon, and you got your somebody type the name in on Facebook. What's his name? Bojangle type cat. I can't think of what it is. We'll say Bojangle. You know, yeah. You know, your Sideshow Bob type cats. You know, this out here, this, you know, making videos, just cussing at people and clowning, trying to clown people, and, you know, taking people pictures and posting them up, and dick pics, and, you know, all these different type of stuff. You know, it just looked bad. You know, they keeping records of our accounts, right? Even when you erase stuff, it's just like you hiding stuff on your timeline. I don't want that to be seen on my timeline. Then when the people go back and profile you from your timeline, that it's gonna tell a lot about your mental. You know, you ain't never seen Cold Case and all that, where they try to act like they Sherlock Holmes or whatever, and they start looking at your pictures and your posts and the thing that you're talking about, and they take a, what you call it, a molding of your brain, and they basically look at how your mental work from your timeline and stuff. if you was a whore chaser from your inboxes and the stuff you did, if you was this and that and the type of things you do, you know, the fact is they use the image thing on there, where compare imagery, with the cameras and different stuff, so they can look on your Facebook page and they can update your picture if they looking for you. Like, I got old pictures where I don't got the gray hair that much and this is not down like that, but I got some pictures up there with this on it. They can come to my YouTube channel and this is the image of Kyle Albert now. Face recognition, that's what it's called. So people, we gotta watch what we doing, because they profiling us all the time. We guilty until we proven innocent nowadays. And that's because they got a record of what you eat and everything. They know what you're buying with your credit card. They know what you're buying with your government EBT or link card or whatever it's called in your state. They know what you eat. They know how you spend your time on the computer, whether you probably one at work or not. You know how much you frequency it, who you talk to, everything. So their database is full of us. They know the ones that's really trying to do right and the majority that's doing wrong. They know who to target and not to target, who popping up on their radar, who not. We gotta watch it, people. We on the surveillance and we in war. So if you don't believe your image is worth anything for your looks and that which is within you that speaks out, the image of your brain, because that what's in your brain, you act out in some shape, form, or fashion. If you don't think there's nothing, then keep acting and doing as you please. And you putting us all in danger once again, because when they can point the finger at one and put him or her up as the poster boy or girl of the community, then they can come through and raid or kill or do whatever they want to all of us, because they're going to take that one negative person or them two or three and post them up as the poster boys and girls and show their activity to be negative or dangerous or whatever. Now we all under the umbrella. So people, with that said, I'm going to say peace. Watch who you deal with. Watch who you videos you like. Watch who videos you post. Watch the mindset of the people on your friend list as you look down your news feed and they posting this craziness. You know what I'm saying? And they liking this craziness. It's like, damn, is this cat that crazy? Is that what this cat on? Mentally and stuff? You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of questionable things in people out here, people. Start questioning. Because the one that don't ask questions, they normally don't have the answers or would never get the answers. Therefore, they walking blindly, lacking understanding. So with that said, I'm going to say peace, and I'm out.